me and you, we love cinema. We love films. We're film buffs. Now, I don't know. Sometimes when people ask me, they're like, what do you do for fun? I'm like, man, I watch a lot of movies and then I review them. But like, if I didn't say, and I review them, I'm almost like, man, I watch too many movies. You know what I mean? So like, I have to really throw that on there. Like, and I review them.
Yeah.
Because if not,
it's part of our job.
I need to get a life, though, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
I watch a lot of movies, Cameo.
And so do I. I don't feel bad about it. Movies are entertaining.
Yeah. I just need to get paid. I need to get paid. I need y'all
One
to...
day.
Maybe if y'all like and subscribe a little bit, you know, you could help us get paid. Then
That'd be great.
Because then I could not only say I watch and review movies, I could actually say I get paid to do that.
Right. That would be nice.
That would be nice. It'd be nice just to cover the costs, but to actually get paid would be a dream come true.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would love that. So we make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Yeah. What we need is a tech giant to become one of our friends. Like, we need one of our friends to just get billions of dollars.
That would be nice.
And then we'll be like, hey.
And sponsor us. Yeah. That'd be great.
Sponsor us on this Nerdz II Men on Films, which is where we are right now in the show.
That's right.
Also, like, and if so, let's just say one of our friends is out there and you got lots of money and you want to sponsor our show. Then when we say Nerdz II Men on Films, you can come on and you can be like, hated it. That could be your job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
I would love that.
Yeah. This week we're talking about Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. And as always, spoilers. Spoiler galore.
Spoiler alert.
Even when me and Cameo try not to spoil stuff, we still end up throwing out spoilers. So a lot of people
almost gave a spoiler when we were talking about The Last Ronin.
Yeah, and I
don't know if you caught it, but
that one would be a little bit more spoiler-ish because I feel like less people watch that.
Mm-hmm.
The good news about the Knives Out movie is it's a sequel to the original Knives Out, which I thought was a great movie in of itself. This one came out on Netflix, though. So, you know, if you got the Netflix, then you can watch this movie for free, basically.
Yep.
So far, it's been well reviewed. It's got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was very impressed by this movie. Rian Johnson, the director for both movies, I believe wrote it too.
Yep.
He also did the Last Jedi, was it? Is that the one he did? He did one of the Star Wars movies that I did not enjoy, to be honest with you, Cameo. I was not a big Rian Johnson fan after that movie. It was the second in the new trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was The Last Jedi.
I was like, yeah, I don't think I like Rian. I don't like this Rian Johnson guy. Then I saw the first Knives Out and I was like, okay, well, if he does this, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with this. Right. And then Glass Onion I thought was pretty good too. So let's jump into it. It's a mystery. And so I guess what these mysteries are going to, it's kind of more of a franchise that's centered around Daniel Craig, who was 007 for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's back as Foghorn Leghorn.
No, Benoit Blanc.
Benoit Blanc.
Right.
Is it Benoit or Benoit? Benoit.
I don't know.
You did read it like Foghorn Leghorn. That's Benoit.
Yeah. That's Benoit. That's Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. Benoit Blanc. Oh my God. You're stirring up. Yeah. Now our cold is coming out in both of us. I know,
right?
Don't laugh. Don't laugh this show. This show was not supposed to be funny because we don't have 5 minutes to sit here and get the mucus out of my throat. Anyway, Benoit Blanc. But, you know, like I'm cool with if this becomes like a franchise where more movies surrounded by, because I love Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I think he's good in this. I think he's really funny. Edward Norton plays Miles. He's a tech giant who's invited his group of friends, who he calls disruptors, to his Greek island for a murder mystery. Now, again, there was a whole lot of there was a real big drama on Twitter because podcaster and like I don't know if you'd call him a news guy or just whatever, Ben Shapiro, he hated the movie for political reasons, and he did like a 10-tweet review of it, and everybody was mad at him because he tweeted spoilers. And they were like, "You're the worst kind of person, so just don't think we're the worst kind of people, but believe you me,
because we warned you. We warned you.
We do have spoilers coming."
Yep.
But Ed Norton is Miles. Now, here's another thing I saw like on Twitter after this movie came out, and man, I don't know. Either it just went right over my head, or I didn't read into it as much as other people. But of course, I saw the similarities. Everybody was comparing Miles to real life billionaire and Twitter owner Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Were you picking that up? Because I thought, okay, it's probably based on, because like all these characters, they're all celebrities in some way, except for maybe the scientist. But did you pick up that he was like literally supposed to be like Elon Musk? Because I didn't think that.
I didn't think that. Only reason why I think that is because of the hydrogen energy that they were going to be using.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I thought of. And also because he has buku some money.
Yeah, like I knew that it's satire here, and that Elon Musk was one of probably a bunch of tech giants that got mixed into one character here. That's kind of what I thought. But I felt like people were like this is specifically like Elon Musk, and I was like, nah, I don't know. Either maybe I missed that, or I missed what they were saying, or
and maybe because too is that Edward Norton's character stole the ideas of one of his partners.
Yeah,
and that's what I heard Elon Musk did with Tesla. I heard that was a stolen idea. So I don't know for sure, because I'm not a big researcher on Elon Musk. So I don't know.
You're not a musketeer.
Maybe that's another reason why. Yeah, I'm not a musketeer.
Do they call it? I don't know if they call it.
They probably don't.
Muskers
that's what we're going to call them.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to call them.
Yeah. But so there's a huge cast here. Dave Bautista is in this movie. Now, there's one scene that I got to question. If I ever got to question Dave, I'd be like, "Did you just burn the crap out of your thingy?" Because he shoots the gun, pow, and then like I was looking to see if it was like a different take, but it wasn't. Like he shoots the gun and then he immediately puts it in his Speedos.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, what the heck? That's gotta be hot. Now, even if they used a fake gun, like I don't know, maybe but I gotta ask, like, is that the smartest thing to do? I would not recommend, if you shoot your gun, to immediately deposit it into your underpants. I feel like you're gonna be smelling some burnt flesh, and then you're gonna scream your cojones off.
Right.
So that was just one thing from the movie I noticed that I was like, I gotta question that. Jessica Henwick was in it. That's my boo thing. Colleen Wing.
Yep.
But she was kind of more. Was she like just a assistant to Kate Hudson, or was she kind of like her lover?
I think that was. I don't know. I kind of got it like a lover / PR person.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Kate Hudson's character, Birdie J.
Yeah. She was kind of more of like she was kind of like a fashionista and all that. But she had like she had all this drama because she kept saying like very un-PC things.
Yes. Yeah.
Leslie Odom Jr., he was the scientist. He was really good in this.
Catherine Hahn was she a lawyer or was she a politician?
She was a governor.
Okay.
She was a governor. She was going to run for senator.
Gotcha.
And see, and yeah, so that was like the thing was like he's got all these people that he surrounded himself with that like he's paying their way basically, funding their dreams. So they're kind of his friends and they'll do anything he wants, but are they really his friends, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple others, like I didn't realize Miles' assistant was Ethan Hawke. Now, I didn't even remember seeing his assistant for very long. Oh, he was the one.
He was on the boat.
He was on the boat shooting him with that little thing. Yeah. I didn't realize that was Ethan Hawke. Hugh Grant also made an appearance. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, did you see him in the movie? He made an appearance.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him.
And then there was a funny scene with like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Natasha Lyonne. They're all playing themselves while Benoit was in the bathtub and he's talking to all those people in the like Zoom call.
I don't remember that part.
It was at the beginning. Angela Lansbury was one of the people on the call because they were talking about like they were playing some kind of mystery game, and he was like,
I gotta look that. I gotta go back and watch that.
He was sad or depressed or whatever because he was needing another case, and he was talking to them, and they were like, "Well, you know, whoever Hugh Grant's character told us that you don't even get out of the bathtub anymore." And that's when the box came for him, and he was literally in the bathtub.
Okay.
But so
yes, sir.
My question is, and I would have to kind of believe it is, that was probably Angela Lansbury's last movie appearance. I wouldn't call it her last movie, but her last appearance.
Yeah.
Because she just passed not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Cameo, let's just start. Yeah. Let's just talk about this story for a minute. Like, okay. I thought it was a really good one. Like, there was a lot of comedy in this. Mm-hmm. There was the mystery of it. Halfway through the movie, we get like a reset where regarding this mystery where we get like a kind of more of a behind the scenes of what was going on that we were unknowingly a witness to for the first half. We find out who this movie, you know, who really is going to be like the murder in this murder mystery. And you know why everybody basically other than Benoit Blanc Benoit Blanc, this is the Theo Von show. You know. You know who Theo Von is? You don't know who Theo Von is? He's funny. He's a funny dude. Anyway, but he's from like Louisiana, so he has a pretty southern accent. Anyway, Benoit, he's not the but what so they all get invited for this murder mystery weekend. And what I thought was so freaking hilarious is like Miles has got this huge thing. He's had a writer come in and write the mystery, and they've like done all this setup like with props and all this stuff like laid out as like clues. And Benoit like knocks it out in the first minute, ruins the whole weekend, ruins the whole game. And Miles is like furious. So we find out that Andy, who we think was Andy, who was his partner at the tech company and all that, there was like this, like kind of like you had mentioned with the whole Tesla thing, there was this controversy because she owned half of the company supposedly, but you know, he has all the money, so he made it look like he was the only owner. And so they were trying to find some evidence that Andy had actually started the company. Well, we find out, spoilers from here on out, for sure, Andy was actually dead the whole time. She had supposedly committed suicide, and who we thought was Andy, Cassandra, was her twin sister, who had actually joined up with Benoit to investigate her sister's death because she knew these quote-unquote, curse word coming, shitheads had something to do with it. And so there's a lot of her like interacting with people. There's a lot of Benoit interacting, and like there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But first to go is Duke, played by Dave Bautista. Now, Cameo, I want to ask you this. This is kind of a sidebar here. I don't remember where it was one of the things you had posted, but somebody had said that Dave Bautista was one of the best actors of all the wrestler turned actors. You know, we're talking about guys.
It was Rian Johnson.
Oh, it was Rian. Okay.
Yeah.
Even that makes it more interesting then, because, you know, like I said, we're talking about guys like The Rock. We're talking about guys like John Cena. Recently, those are kind of the bigger guys. Would you say Dave Bautista's the better actor of those? Because I don't know. I'm dubious.
I would have to say yes. I would say Dave Bautista has been in quite a bit of movies that I have really enjoyed his character.
Okay.
The Rock, not so much. I haven't liked every single character he portrayed. I didn't really care for.
But hold on just a sec. So you didn't like the character, or you didn't like his portrayal of the character?
Well, I mean, I guess.
Because what if you weren't supposed to like the character? Even though I don't think there's many. Rock hasn't played many characters where you're not supposed to like the person. You know.
I mean, the only thing is Scorpion King, in the Mummy. He was supposed to be he was a CG bad guy thing.
Right. But
you know, I didn't like Scorpion King when they did the storyline for that. I mean, I would have to pull up a list to let you know which ones I didn't like. But I can say that most of Dave Bautista's things that I've seen, I've liked his characters, and I like the movies that he was in for those characters. I just feel like Dave Bautista has, and you know, The Rock is funny too. Like, don't get me wrong, he's done some comedic things, obviously action stuff. And I'm trying to think.
He's usually the straight guy though, to like Kevin Hart.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like Dave Bautista, like I feel like you can relate with Dave. I feel like if I saw Dave out in public, he would be, "Hey man, how you doing? Yada 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 yada." Maybe talk about lifting weights. I don't know. Maybe. But The Rock, I feel like his is a show. I feel like it's an act that he puts on. I'm not saying that he doesn't enjoy hanging out with people, doing nice things for people, which we've seen on his social media if you follow him. And I just don't know. I just think it's all a show for The Rock. I think it's just an appearance for The Rock. With Dave Bautista, it might be a show, but he hides it pretty well. With John Cena to me hasn't really been in a whole lot of things for me to be like, yeah, he's really good. But you know, I love Peacemaker. I love the movie where he was a fire jumper or whatever they're called. But I just feel like, you know, Dave Bautista out of those three wins it for me.
Okay, so here's where I see the difference, and I'll try to make this brief, but I feel like The Rock, except for, like I said, I think it was Be Cool back in the day where he plays like a gay man, and it's kind of like you could tell he's trying to kind of play somebody he's not. He wants to try to be an actor there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was all that great, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think The Rock is the best when you know, like Black Adam. He was The Rock playing Black Adam. He's the superstar. You went to go see him because he's The Rock, right?
Right.
Playing Black Adam. But again, it's not like you were like, I only see Black Adam on the screen. I don't even see I don't even see The Rock.
Right.
Now with Dave Bautista, I feel like that's what he's going for a little bit more so. And I feel like that's why he's getting some acclaim. And also because that's the story he wants to put out there, that he's you know, he's trying to be a for real actor.
Right.
I still haven't seen any roles in his movies where he's like I'm like, that is cinema.
Yeah, you know, and to put it bluntly, none of them have been in anything like that for me. None of them.
I almost have to say though that the Peacemaker show is John Cena winning the battle right there. I think that to me puts him ahead of everyone, because I don't really feel like I was seeing, in a way, of course, because they are over the top characters in real life because of wrestling. You know, you feel like they're, you know, Dave Bautista, John Cena, The Rock. You know, we're talking about like their wrestling names too. But when you see it, I felt like, okay, in that one, I'm seeing Peacemaker here, not so much just John Cena. But I don't think any of them are going to be like the Brad Pitt or the Leo or the, you know, like that. I feel like with Dave Bautista, though, the difference is he is actively trying to, like in this movie, he's a big jacked up dude because that's what he is. Yeah. But he wasn't, you know, he wasn't a wrestler. He wasn't this or that. He was like a YouTube guy. Yeah. So it'd be easier for Dave Bautista if they were like, you know, he's an action star who's come to the island, but that's not what he was trying to do. He was actually a men's rights activist who lived at home with his mom and got slapped around by his mom. So Dave Bautista, I feel like, is trying to choose characters that subvert what we expect from him. But I still don't know that, like, he's a great actor. I think out of all of them, he might just be the only one who's not trying to lean into that character as much. Yeah. Let's show some different sides of characters. Even though he's a big jacked up dude, he's still vulnerable in this movie. His girl's cheating on him. The one thing though I will say is the whole pineapple angle, kind of like, man, like they kind of threw that in your face like a little too much, right? Like when they first see him on the boardwalk there and they're going to give him the vax and he's like, that's got pineapple in it? Like, why would a vaccination have pineapple in it? You know what I mean? Does it go around? Yeah. Does he go around to everything? Like, does that hot chocolate have pineapple in it? Does that pizza? Well, the pizza might.
Pizza, yeah.
And if you put pineapple on pizza, you're a psychopath, but.
Nah, call me a psychopath then.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they laid that on thick because it played into it later, right? So yeah, Duke passes first, then they go to investigate. And, you know, it comes out that Miles is behind. He was the one who killed Andy, killed Duke. Was that a surprise to you? Because I kind of felt like from the very beginning, like even when he first sees Andy, he looks at her like he's just seen a ghost. And that triggered to me, well, something's up with this Miles dude. Right. So were you surprised that it was Miles? I wasn't surprised.
No.
Me either. Yeah. So
I was kind of hoping that there was going to be like a twist, but there wasn't.
Well, I think the twist was that we thought this was Andy and then it wasn't. That was the biggest twist, I thought. But as far as who the killer was, yeah, it wasn't that big a twist at all, really, to me. And yeah, so if Colleen Wing had been like the real killer, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Right.
But
yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. I'm trying to think of a good way to rate this movie this week. Out of Glass Onions, I give it no, but I think definitely the consensus has been that the first movie was the best one so far, but this one, I thought this one was really good. A lot of good humor. Good. I will tell you though, my biggest gripe about this movie, if you have kids, do not trust the PG-13 rating. Because my mom was like, oh, she was with my nephew. She's like, can they watch it? And I don't even, that doesn't register to me, like the language and all that. I was like, it's PG-13, so yeah, probably good for them.
Yeah.
You know, they're like 12 and 11, right? Or 11 and 13.
Then they can't watch it. They got to be 13 or over, Brad.
No, they need to be 18 and over because this movie it had some language in it.
Yeah,
some sexual scenes and stuff. And like for me, I'm like, yes, shwing. But for the littles, I think PG-13 might have been a little bit too soft of a rating. What did you think?
I mean,
like it's a hard PG-13. Hard.
Yeah.
It might stop.
Yeah.
It might stop just short of an R, but it's a light R.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'll have to agree.
All right. Well, that's Nerds to Men on films for this week, reviewing Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. I definitely recommend it. I tell everybody, go watch it.